It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Noles will put total leather and we'll get started. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They think there's room to run to the right here. Got the first down, looking for more. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Right back to the well. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
Looking for room. It's Sands. Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Off play action. Floating away. On the run, fires downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Non-native receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense, got him at the 27.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on 3rd down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
That is no good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the first drive kind of quieted them down a little bit, but the defense, great job. They get a goal-to-go situation. They get the stop, force the field goal, force the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
He couldn't connect on that 44-yard field goal attempt, so now the offense will take over at its own 27. Handoff from the gun. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out of their own 37. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him in the flat. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing through wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Let's send the tight end in motion. He wants to throw it again. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Fights off a defender. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the first down.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
Makes the grab. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. They'll move the tight end. From the gun. Give on the inside. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback extends the play. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. And they've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. And likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pulls it in. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And the Seminoles headed quickly to the line. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on fourth and goal from the 1. He is denied. Stopped just short of the goal line. Pushed his way to the 1 and could go no further. And they'll turn it over on down. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Arizona State.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. Open space at the 25. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
It's a scoreless game, but it feels like after that completion, that may finally break. It's been tough sledding for both of these offenses. That time, they had the matchup they wanted. They took the shot. Really nice throw. Maybe that's the play that generates the first points of this game.
They'll run it from the gun. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Their pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. call by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Sun Devils will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Got his man on the right. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He's going to take off. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Working that left side now. Touchdown Seminoles! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for a crease to the left. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll give it to the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Hand off from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Sun Devils will try to convert on 4th down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Sun Devils will boot it away to start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Might be calling a hot route. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Seminoles want to move quickly. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man,
oh, he's got some space. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity especially in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Michigan State pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those players there in East Lansing. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that. It sounds as if they had a good one there. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Here's the handoff. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Has to get there to move the sticks. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession lead.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. Away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. He's open on the right. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's 1st down. Power football with the run. He has the first and still on his feet. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Rides the back and leaves it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
29-yard line. And first down for the offense.
The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Using the quick game. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
Picks up 9.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it set up on the outside. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Arizona State! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Unloads to the right. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
The Seminoles really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. He'll get rid of it. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Looking downfield on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man to the left. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
And the Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Quick strike complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, this ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the back. Back to pass on 2nd down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here lately.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Setting up the screen. Turning it on. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. The corners are walked up tight. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got the back over the middle. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Splits the uprights. Good. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this fourth quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on.
There he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. And the pummeling has started. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
With that last touchdown, it looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
I guess a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his big tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
it.